Hello and welcome to the show then guys, Euro Div 3 round 3 around Miami, where we have 7 competitors this evening. It's going to be an interesting one. It is RT Rapid Com, bringing you the com solo this evening. It's going to be a nice chilled one. We see Avon completely disregarding the track hits there. Good moment. We see Avon go wide from the final corner. I wonder if that's invalidated his next lap. No, it hasn't. Right, let's see what Heb can do through Sector 1 then. Nice and tight. Nice and tidy. Long sweeping left and need to carry good minimum speed. Looks like the rear got a bit loose there. I'm not sure if it was lag or whatnot, but nice and tidy in the end. Purple Sector 1. Avon couldn't match. He did match it and go faster again. We'll have to see how fast that is at the end. Cheers. Thankfully short board, to be honest. We didn't have many people turn up this evening. Right, the Haas is backed out of it, Avon. Let's see what Heb can put in. It's going to be a 132. 131.996, close enough. Avon will be going again, so who's going to be the next person across the line? It's going to be a bounding room. Purple Sector 2 as well, apparently, so potentially a good lap here. I'm just going to sign into the Twitch, have a nosy and make sure it's all going well and you can hear me. Lovely. Boundary room 128.5. That is a quick lap there. That is a very quick lap. Who next then? Lap number 30.7 puts him into P2. Finn looks like he's starting now. Out of the way. Did have to lift a little bit there though, Finn. I wonder if it was the car ahead that made him lose concentration, but he got through, no problem. Wouldn't have lost too much, although it is going on to a straight. Nice and tidy onto the back straight, purple flipped 1 for Finn. Franco dead ahead, who's just validated. We are seeing the bounding room coming in, I would think, in the Alpine ahead, so it's going to be Finn next to cross the line. Turns in a little bit early, has to correct, coming through there, but it's not that crucial to get your line perfect through there. It is through here though. A little bit wide around the buff, a little bit of knock from the first curb. That way there. Maybe touched the wall, but I don't think he did. See what he can pull together then. It looks like it's going to be a good lap. 9.2, 7/10 off Abounding Rune. So we got out there then, so we got Roch coming in. We'll probably see him for the next lap. It's going to be Avon to start. Or Marvin. Oh, they're both in out laps. Avon it is. Doing best he can to warm up the tyres, as one lap is normally not sufficient on this. Looks like he's gone deep again. He is running no line, so chances are he missed that there. It looks like he might have used that to get a good launch then to start his lap. I wonder where he got that information. The game decided not to invalidate as well. Nice and tidy, 3 sector 1. Hard to brake there. Don't know where to brake. Lines up the corner nice and early. Misses the apex, was a little bit deep, a couple of metres, but that is not the end of the world. Let's come through here, you can gain a lot of time back. He's gone a bit deep into the first one, had to brake, but nice and clean though. No mistakes. Getting that banker lap in. A little bit raise of the wall there. Purple sector 2 as well apparently. So we shall see. Not having much luck. Ooh, deep on the final corner and into a spin. Stays full throttle. Not ideal for the tyres. He's not going to be able to go again. He's going to have to pit now. Worst corner you can spin on. Well, I'd say the first corner is probably the worst corner you can spin on, but planning to go for a lap. Destroy it before it's inside. One Red Bull coming round. Is in Alpine, is it not? Nope. Franco, a clean driver. A little bit wide through turn 1, not too bad. Carries a lot of the speed. Oh, spin! Takes the front right wheel off. That is very unfortunate. We just see debris sliding across the track. Hopefully they get this car shifted before Marvin gets around. Let's see. 30.4 for Marvin. Solid lap there. Has he got an Alpine behind him starting? It looks like he has. Starting his lap now. Car has been moved. Marvin needs to be shimmying out the way here. There we go. No invalidation, even though he did slightly dip off the track there. It must have been because he lifted. They would have been penalised from that. Deep braking into the left-hander that still makes the apex. Hugging it nice and tight to the right-hander. Love to see it. Threads the needle through the chicane without invalidating. Takes a lot of that second curb. And straight liner to the finish. This is looking like a solid lap, if I do say so myself. Purple sector 2. Pink and blue. A little bit deep into the final corner. Switches, gets away with it, I think, and he pits. He wasn't happy with the lap because he was on for a good one there, but I think that little knock at the end must have made him think otherwise then. Right, let's see if Avon can get a lap in. It's Philly with the Bottas, to whom it may concern. To whom it may concern. Fuck you. It's okay. Oh, is this Avon doing a little cheat again? It's like interesting as there isn't anything in the rules about that. As in real life, but not in the rapid rules, and the game takes into account if you've been off the track and whether or not it should be invalid for the next lap. Hey ho, he's managed to find a bit of a loophole. See if we can actually put a lap together now. I think this is his third attempt. Track limits there do seem to be the outside of the red and white curve, not the inside of it. Similar to the left-right in Sector 2 of Jeddah last year. You get away with a lot on that left-hander in Sector 1. Yeah, the Red Bull going slow. It looks like it's pulled over to one side to let Avon through. Yeah. It could be a little bit distracting, but he wasn't in the way. Absolutely nothing wrong there. Everyone's just got to deal with it. You will come across traffic getting out of your way on your lap. Everyone's getting very close to that outside right corner, the wall, sorry. Looking decent. I think you can get round there okay without going too deep. He beautifully gets through there. No scrapes, that was actually lovely. Let's see, I think this might put him on for... Oh, P2 at 28.9. 3/10 up on its fin and 4/10 down. Almost 4/10 on a bounding room. Bounding room certainly found some pace here. We've seen Finn start a lap now. I think we are. Let's jump on board. See how he can do. See if he can fight back against what Avon's just put. 3/10. I'm sure he can find that with the track evolution at this point. Got more people joining. We see Hendo in the pits. So, some quick rundown. So, bounding room, P1, on and out lap, which he's going to be going again. Avon is pitting, 100%. He looks like he's going to be going again. Finn, we've got yellow, that's just bounding room getting out of the way. Finn, is he on a lap? I think he is. Yeah, we were watching him before work, so let's keep an eye on him, see what he can pull out. Marvin is currently on his third lap, I believe. Watch on his outlap and Hendo on his first outlap, that is. Let's see what Finn can do across the line then. I was just seeing a bounding room going for his lap. Okay, we'll jump on board after Finn. See if he can retain pole. It looks like he's going again now, so Finn's just started. Must have invalidated, turned his battery off, backed out for any number of reasons. Definitely okay to do that, but the tyre wear is a lot more in this game, so if you're going to do that, you're going to be scrubbing your tyres 5% by the time you get round again on this track especially. And that can be 2-3 tenths, you know, just in one lap, especially rushing to get round to get your lap in, so it's always better to pit and come out on a fresh set of tyres if you've got the time. Nice and tidy. Again, we know he likes to keep it tight round there. Thread the needle, jump the second curb. No, he decides against it this time. I do think he's probably lost some time there to his first run through. His first run through, he took all the risk. And that is how he's currently sat 4/10 up on P2. I don't think we're going to see him do it now though. I don't think we'll see him better his lap, should I say. He may retain pole if the others don't beat him. In very late break, and he still managed to get the car stopped and rotated. Very good. See what he can do. Oh, it's looking good. 28.4 beats his last lap by a tenth. Solid. Gained all that back. He lost a lot in that chicane. It could have been a lot more than that. I'm coming out the pits. Finn has backed off. He wants to go again. He does. He's trying to charge that battery. We got Marvin coming on to finish a lap. Oh, he's on an in lap. I think he's on his in lap after his battery. Finn starting his final lap. I guess not. He's called it off. He's done. Marvin into the final corner, 2/10 up. He's out of battery though. He is out. Ah, yeah, so he's called it. He's called it there. He was 2/10 up though. Oh, could have got him ever so closer to Finn. Do you think we've seen? No, Finn backed off. Everyone's on his outlap. He will make it, I think. All these guys are going again. Barney Room's not using the RS at the moment, so he's definitely going again. Avon will definitely go in. Finn will be out. He's not retired already. Hendo is on the lap. Let's see. Brakes around the 100-metre mark. Solid. A little bit wider line through there, which I like to take just to avoid any damage. Nice and steady through the chicane sector. Ooh, a little bit of a rear loss of traction there, sending his car sideways. But let's keep an eye, see what we can do. In the quali now. Barney Room is on pole, half a second up as it stands. That's the grid. Coming in to set the laps. Hendo's backed out, he'll be starting at the back. Coming into pit. Finn, not quite sure what he's been doing this lap. Just chilling, but there's his ollie over. As Avon looks to have backed out. I believe. I'm not quite sure. Yes, definitely. So, qualify. Oh, no need for track there. Just, yep, ruin your tyres on the grass. In for a warm up, even though qualifying is over. Not advised. I think if we see this in the race, we know it's not on purpose. Just doesn't know where the braking point is. He graces us by crossing the line and not waiting this for him to waiting for him to pit. Making it. Wait for him to pit. Alright, there's your quali order. We have got a Bounty Room P1 28.4. That is a solid lap, I must add. Div 1 hole is just about a second up on that, and Div 3 is that's incredible to get within that. Avon 410s down with a 28.9 in P2. It's Finn. I think it's going to be interesting watching these three battle it out towards the front. It's Finn P3 with a 29.2, and then we've got Marvin followed by Roch and Heb, and then Franco and Hendo in 7 and 8 with no time. So it's going to be very interesting. We've got two full teams that is racing. That's Williams and Red Bull. And then we've got a lone Alpine, Haas, Ferrari and Mercedes. Going to be interesting. Check back in a couple of minutes when we're going to get going. Alright, looks like we'll be getting underway in a minute or two. I've just been informed that there is no rain, so we're going to have a dry race here this evening. Outside the Dolphin Stadium. See what we can do. If any of you are watching the stream, feel free to ready up. It is the time. Thank you very much. Right. Away we go. It's up to hard medium or hard medium soft blue. It does a safety car than hard. But hard medium or medium hard, either way to go without safety cars. You see everyone other than Marvin and Hendo on the hards thinking long game. Marvin and Hendo both thinking shorter term. Mercedes at the back, right there. As he catches up, by the time everyone's going to the grid, it'll be absolutely fine. On the bounding room, ready to get going. See them walking down the back straight. To be honest, see what it's been this week so far. A bit more of that. A few cars go through that. When you hop in the chicane, certainly sends your car to a little bit of a spin. See the leaders slow down and let the group merge together, ready to jump into their grid positions. Let's see who can do it successfully, and let's see who gets disqualified and set back a couple of meters. So it'll be a disadvantage going into turn one because it's just a short run that you get. As we see Avon doing his spin, it seems that was on purpose. Everyone third back makes it. Hendo at the back was disqualified. It seems everyone else made it as we see the lights coming on. 3 lights, 4, 5, and away we go! Let's give a good camera into turn one. Come on. We're just going to have to watch the action from back here. Side by side. Oh, as we see everyone's get clipped in the rear. Nicely held from everyone there. As we see Marvin pull off the track. What are we seeing here? Has Marvin got any damage? I don't think he does. He was just being considerate there, I think. Trying not to get in anyone's way. So let's keep in touch with the leaders who are the closest together so far then. Avon looking to escape a little spin into turn one there. I bet is half as it should be on an adulterated stream. Looks like these three are going to be close. They can stay together until DRS is activated as well. It's going to be interesting. See if everyone makes it through here nice and tidy. Get into a little slide if you turn too much to the left. And up 5 places. Oh, Franco getting a little bit wide there. That can happen. So lap 1 out of 29. Abounding Room keeping his position. Let's have a look actually at the changes in position. Hendo up 3 positions as we saw. A couple of changes other than that. Marvin losing those positions at the start as we saw. And that no big changes. I think Finn got Avon at the start because that little knock from Marvin. Marvin dropped off after going into the back of Avon. I think just to let everyone else through, not wanting to cause an incident. We see Finn take purple sector 1. So perhaps it's not over yet. Right, coming on to lap 3 is going. Oh, that's a warning. That's a warning. Brave on there. It did gain him a couple of tenths, so rightfully so. Gets to stay with, as we see Hendo getting a little bit squiggly in the background there. Using that ERS. Right. So we have 83% for Abounding Room. Looks to be smashing it at the minute. Pulling away from Finn a little bit. Looks like Finn's had a little bit of a moment. Because Avon has caught up to Finn. Even though Finn went purple sector 1, he must have had a moment. DRS is activated now. So crucial moments now. If Finn can, he has taken a 10th off. He must be absolutely fighting for it at the minute. But he needs to get back within that second. He wants to stay with him now. Unless he's a 10th or 2 quicker, but I'm not sure how these guys' race pace is. He's definitely got it. We've all got the DRS there. We've seen Roch fall back a little bit, and then we've seen Marvin on the back of Heb. We'll keep an eye out for any developments down there, as we'll keep our eye on the top 3 for now. They're the closest on track. So, with the help of DRS, Finn has managed to close the gap back down. Still sit quite nicely behind the Abounding Room. As we see a yellow, I think that might be Heb in the walls. Got any damage? It's very unfortunate there. It can happen, spinning out there. To the left, turn in, trying to get back on the power. Trying to look at the front of his car, it's not quite showing us. In a moment. Hang on, we've got Avon. Sensible, sticking with it for now. We're falling off the back of the Abounding Room a little bit here. So it's definitely giving him a chance to pull away as he sets another new fastest lap of the race. We'll have to keep our eyes on the situation. I think he might continue to pull away here if Finn can't fight it back now like he is doing right now. He's taking 2 tenths off through sector 1. He needs to get together and pull every bit of racing he can out of it. A bit of skill, because he needs to get that DRS back. He needs to keep it on track first and foremost, not bin it, but also get that DRS, because he's going to be getting hounded from Avon behind. Otherwise he's just, I think, using this opportunity to save battery from the looks of it. You can see him, Finn use a bit of his. Avon's already used a lot of his, but not used any down this straight. So, I think we've seen. Did I miss? I do apologise. Marvin getting through. Oh no, Heb spun, didn't we? Didn't miss it. Has he got the damage? Let's see. It doesn't look like he does. Would have created if he did. Right, so back spacing out a little bit. First few laps. Let's see what these two can do in this podium position. I'm sure they're going to hold it together here and not do anything too stupid in the sense of DNFing each other. Yeah. As we've got Steerers in the chats there. egging on Heb. That looks to be about around the time that he span, unfortunately. He's not out of the race yet, no one is. Oh, we've got a yellow. Avon's round. Looks like he's lost it in the fast left-hander, and he's letting people through. He doesn't want to get in anyone's way. Very nice of him there, but also very unfortunate. That's how you rejoin the track safely, unlike myself in Bahrain, as Hendo will probably tell you if you ever ask him. That's a safe through here now. So that gives Finn a bit of breathing room to kind of get his head down, not have to worry about deploying to get Avon away from him. Watch 6.7 back. I don't see that as impossible. Gaining a little bit down the straights without DRS. I think that might be most of battery related, just running less aero. We might gain on Finn in the bounding room, yeah, we'll see. Hendo slowly gaining on Roch. With the slightly better tyres, so we'll have to see what Hendo can do in a couple laps. I think that's going to be our next battle on track. Hendo going 8/10 quicker than he's been yet. Certainly finding the pace on those rubbered in mediums. See what he can do here. He's taken 10th and a half off. 10th, looks like he had a bit of a shaky first couple of corners there. He's lost a couple of tenths again, but let's see if he can gain that back on the next few corners. Lucky Steers, yeah. Well, it's not over yet, 'cause safety car is on, so if someone does have a severe crash, we'll see all these guys bunch back up together and racing. Oh. It's a race of attrition now, as we've seen, 3-4 mistakes, if you will, so far. So perhaps those that don't make the mistakes are going to be the ones that pay off. Yeah? See Hendo using that battery on the overtake button right down to the grains of the battery. You see how his battery's not empty in there? He goes turned it off to 2%. But the reason it wasn't emptying then is because his battery was crying out for him to jump off the overtake button. It can't possibly deploy to 0. It doesn't want to do that. It'll stop you deploying your overtake after about 10% completely. It'll have no effect if you've got the button on or off. The handy knowledge there. And you never want to be in that situation where you've only got 5 or 10% battery, because your battery goes into harvested mode, in the sense that it won't deploy passively as you're driving. So without overtake, your battery's always deploying passively. If you look at it down the straights, even without overtake, you'll still be deploying battery, but your battery can't do that if it's running on less than 10%, because it doesn't want to hit 0, where you'll be even slower again. As you see Avon go around there. I'm not quite sure, just missed the yellow there. I think it might have been, is it Marvin? Hold on. Yeah, point being, try and save your battery. Kind of like Roch is doing here with 30% with the worst tyres, and Hendel's got 15% now, but watch down this straight. So, overtake buttons, he's already at 9, 8%, he's already used half his battery, 5%, 4, his car is not accelerating whereas Roch isn't using, and it's still deploying, 21, 20, 0%. He will be suffering in straight line speed here, big time, no Hendo, and that is the only reason he can't get the overtake done at the minute, is because he's used his battery too early, pushing. Now Roch can just relax, even though Roch is probably sat here feeling like he doesn't have enough battery. He's seeing down the straights that Hendo isn't catching. He's probably got a good idea that Hendo's not going to catch him in a straight line. You've seen Hendo jumping on the button under 10%. I'd say honestly your limit's about 20% really that you want to save, roughly, like kind of what Roch is doing here. 24, 25, you know, staying up there, and he uses a bit, he'll jump off it in a second. Saving 12%. Yeah, 11%. 9. You just can't go as quick. So now, unfortunately, Roch did use quite a lot there on that exit, and he's now used his reserves. So now they're both running with low battery. So if you're both running with low battery, it brings it back to driver skill and obviously tyre wear and things like that. But it doesn't really matter. Oh, with a 3-second time penalty. That looks like that was in the chicane. No one's pitted yet. I expect to see Hendo and Marvin in around that 11 or 12. They're the fastest lap again, going away from its Finn. Not by much. It's Finn just slowly seeing Barnum Room creep away here. We can see them get together. Maybe Barnum Room makes a mistake. We might see some more action. 17. So we're seeing Roch go back on the reserves in terms of like trying to save. He's trying to save again, whereas I think we'll see Hendo try and do that. I know he knows what he's doing with it, so he's just I think a little bit desperate to stay within or get within that DRS of Roch. But if you're ever in DRS of someone, it's the perfect time to start saving your battery and put some quick rest. The Barnum Room's still at 53%. Nicely saving that. Its Finn's going to struggle. Only 8% left. Even if you're pushing to catch someone, remember, save 20-30% at all times and just don't use it. Don't use it. Get your pace on the track. You can't use it for a little blip out of corners, things like that. Stop using it if you want to save it. You're going to just run yourself dry and just draw off the car ahead. If the car ahead has got good battery savings. Like Kimi Raikkonen, I'm not sure if any of you guys have seen him race, but certainly knows how to save his battery during it. So a couple laps later, we're seeing Hendo just maintaining that gap then to Roch, staying about 1.5-2 seconds on that mark. So, Heb having closed in on Franco. Let's have a look then. This goes out for you, stewards. Let's get it. See what Heb can do. I'm sure. Ooh, Franco with 100% battery. He's gonna have no. Oh no! He jumps the curve. It looked like just a little bit there. Gets himself a 3-second time penalty. Yeah, Barnum Room with a 10th up on Finn. Roch 1.4 seconds off. Or Avon 6/10 off. Yeah, it looks like it's between Barnum Room and Finn here for the win. You see the gap to the leader. And Heb coming through. He backs out there, he backs out. Interesting strategy. Avon getting another fight, we're getting a 5-second time penalty. Corner cut in, that'll be for in the chicane, whether it was or not. You just get whacked with those sometimes if the game thinks you put it severely enough. You can brake if you ever get stuck in a situation like that. As in, if you're cutting the track, you're going to gain a second, stop for a second, brake for a second. Yes, you'll lose more time, but you will not get that. So we've seen Avon around again. It's not a good day for the Haas here. See Avon Heb get through on Franco at the same time as Avon goes around and goes into the pits. First pitter. So, what's he going to take? Let's see, and let's see if Franco can stay with Heb now. I'd love for him to, and let's see if we can go back up the field somewhat. Serving the 5-second penalty, that looked like to me. Out on the mediums, they probably will last. Going to be a push though. 11 laps. Knows how, obviously felt. I think he felt like he'd had enough of them. They're not a good tyre. Like I know Abounding Room and its Finn are showing you otherwise at the moment, but I would say it's, well, obviously it's not a good tyre. It's the worst tyre you can put on, but it's just not a very good tyre on this track. So, Endo on the back of Roch now. Roch having used all his battery and still trying to get the car to deploy more. Same for Hendo, which, oh, that's a send! That is a send! An absolute send from Hendo! What an absolute... Back out? After... I'm confused. Very confused. So it looked like Hendo was braking maybe a little bit deep there, lost a little bit of control, and was very fortunate that Roch saw him come in and left him the space. As for the exit, like that could have been a great, like I wouldn't call it a great overtake. Don't go doing that and calling it a great overtake because you're lucky that Finn left the room. I don't even think it was meant to be that much of a send. But yeah, Finn saw it coming, left in the room, and then on the exit, Hendo just kind of gave the position back. I think it was a way of saying sorry. Like from what I saw, it just like and just be like, no, that I can't take that from you, and you know after you just give me all that space. It's not how you should be racing for a podium, but from the guy who owns Rapid along with Vorno, I would expect nothing less. This is depressing. No, it's not. Heb is currently making his way up the order. He does have a penalty, but he's almost out of Franco's 3 seconds. Franco doing well to almost stay with him. He's only... You know, Franco has always been here. He's always been an absolutely great racer. I love seeing Franco on track. Beautiful car that this year, the Williams, in my opinion. Do you think it looks lovely? Anyway, let's go and see how much battery these two have got. 5%, 5%. Yes, it's a battle of the batteries now, a battle of the tyres, so Hendo's definitely going to be having the worst tyres, feeling the worst of it now. He did have the better of it earlier on, that's maybe why he kept getting into the DRS, you know, and even though he was missing battery, that's maybe why Roch had none, getting out of it in the end, but I think Hendo's certainly going to start feeling the bite of that tyre now. I was just seeing Marvin in the pits, what's he took? What has he took? I didn't even see. Is it mediums? It's the hards, isn't it? Right, lovely. He did start on the mediums. Who else was it? Was it no, yet to pit. As we were just saying, going to be feeling the bite of it, so we'll probably see him pit some point soon. Franco gaining on Heb this last half a lap. I wonder. He's having a bit of an issue. Avon is out of the session. He's retired in the pits. I'm not quite sure what has just happened there, but do you know he's got softs on? Why has he got softs on? He's got softs on. The game has a habit of putting softs on for him when he selects hards. I know this to be true, and I've seen it happen firsthand, and I feel like that's what's just happened. I'm not sure. Or maybe he's just called it a day, who knows. But anyway, our closest battle on track is still Hendo and Franco. Let's see who can catch. I put it to Hendo pits. Right. Let's see where he comes out. This is going to be an interesting one. What's he taking? Hards, of course. Right. Franco and Heb coming round now. Hendo coming to the end of the pit lane. Now, don't forget, Franco's got to go around the outside here as well. Hendo on the cold tyres. Not going to be able to do much here. Let's take it nice and easy. So if Marvin can close that gap back down then. So we've got 3 cars close together on track. Oh, we've got yellow. Who's that? We've seen Roch go straight on. Roch has gone straight on. Is it a Safety car? It's a safety car. It's a full safety car. We're seeing a full safety car because Roch has gone straight on down there. I'm not sure if we see him. Oh, was that? Was that him? Can we see? Yeah, that's the barrier right there. I wonder if he missed his braking point or something here, but that has caused a full-blown safety car. Moments after one of the other drivers is DNF'd in the pits. Coming through past Roch. Hendo on the fresh hard is going to be laughing here. As you'll see Franco and Heb pit in front of him, I would think. These two taking their fresh mediums for the final 14 laps, but it will just be 12 when we get going. So that is not a bad shout at all. You can't really take the softs now. Softs is way too soon. They'll last about 8-9 laps. 10 if you bin it. Let's see what Heb does now. So Franco doesn't pit. Franco chooses to stay out. Interesting move there. Doesn't want to pit there. Heb taking his mediums. And Hendo and Marvin will both come through on Heb here, I think. Right, let's see if Marvin can get it done under the safety car now. I think he has. Yeah, he's got it cleared. Gets past the end of the white line, which means he's ahead. Right, interesting. So we've got the two fresh medium runners up front. I think it's safe to say if there's no incidents, these two will be 1-2 from the paces we've seen them put on track this evening. We've got Franco not having pitted yet. In fact, we're just going to have a quick look. So I'm not really sure, has he pitted at all? Hang on. It's not letting us use the race director. No, he hasn't pitted yet, and neither has Roch, but Roch did DNF. So that's hardly relevant at this point. Right, Franco, yes, yet to pit. Hendo having pitted, maybe looking at a solid P3 here, but he does have Marvin snapping at his heels, and then of course they've got Heb, but with that 3-second penalty, the last person to have a penalty in the race. 3 seconds yet. Right. Well, whilst we've got a moment and we do another lap under safety car, I'm going to nip to the loo. Back in a moment. Oh, before I go, I've just seen Roch. Yeah, very unlucky. Rochester City's controller DC'd. Very unfortunate, dude. Like, in the sense that, yeah, I know if your controller cut off, then, like, entirely, it'd kind of put you in AI drive for you. But I've had it before when I used to be on pad before I got the wheel, that my left thumbstick and, like, triggers wouldn't respond. It wouldn't, like, cut the controller off, so it wouldn't pause the game. So I feel that you're there, dude, because I've had that happen. But yeah, I'm back in a couple of minutes. Or a minute. Right, I prayed for this early on. Or earlier, should I say. See what we can do with it. Looks like he's gone already. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's going to be cutting his throttle right now. You've got to wait for the safety car to go in before you can go actually touch the line of the pits. There is quite a large gap between Franco and Hendo. like Franco and Finn. All tyres are not really treating him well there. Them two getting a jump up ahead on the fresh mediums. Come through now on Rapid Franco. Franco hasn't used any of his battery, letting him through there. That looks like he's genuinely just let Hendo through. He knows it's coming. I think we're going to see something similar on the next straight from Marvin and Franco. I love they've raced together a lot, these two. A lot of these guys have. Heb being actually a fair newcomer, but he's most welcome. He's a very good racer from what I've seen so far. Let's see what they can do here now then. Straight at the battery for Marvin. Looks like he wants it. No battery reuse for Franco. And Marvin jumped off the back. There he goes, back on it. Wants to pass them before the turn. Are we going to see Franco? Yes, Franco ceding the position somewhat there. Marvin leaving plenty of space for Franco in case. This is why I'm going to pit. Fair play to him. He, I think, didn't want to take his mediums too far into the race from the end with the safety car. I just thought about after driving those knackered mediums at the very end of the race and then thought better of it. So, see the little gap form between Finn and Browning Room. Browning pulling away quite nicely. Although it's Finn about to set a new personal best. Marvin trying to track down Hendo. Giving him a bit more battery than him, and that will come handy. He knows how to look after it. Heb certainly closing in. Back of the pair of them. DRS enabled. We'll see Heb get DRS this lap. Finn doing the best he can to close this gap ahead. Very similar battery this time around. I think the first time Finn was racing him, Finn had used a lot of it by the time Arnie Ream started using his, like mostly. So Finn definitely being more conservative this time, looking to see if he can pull it out. And he's doing a good job so far, pretty much matching Browning Room's pace for the last lap or two. He's not gaining a couple of tenths there through that corner. Purple sector 2. Great effort, 3 tenths. What a corner. So, Heb getting the DRS line there within the second. I don't think, yeah, he's already started using the DRS. He's going to get him here. Going to get him. Oh, no, he's not. No, he's not. He's backing off the throttle. And if you're ever going to back off the throttle, I see what he's did there. It's a very smart thing to do there. Rather than waste time sending two of you through a corner together. Ooh, as we see Marvin go a little bit wide. Backs out just to let Heb through, so not in the way. Fill up the field again. Finn just kind of holding ground for now. Marvin will try his best to stay with Heb, but I don't think he'll be able to do it, unfortunately. His fresh tyres he's got on. See if Heb can make an inroad towards Hendo now, 3.6 seconds up the road, and see if he can get the second gap to about 6.6 seconds, 6.8 he needs at the moment, in total race time to beat Hendo. He's, what's that? Just almost a second a lap, almost 0.8. See Finn, time penalty from up one to that ensures Bounding Runes win, I believe. We're going to see the Alpine bring it home 9 laps from now, as I don't think anyone else on the grid seems to have the pace to match the Alpine today. It's Finn coming very close, but unfortunately just not enough. It looks like since he's got that penalty as well, we're seeing him drop back. We're seeing his heart broken. We're seeing him, you know, knowing he can't win now. So to look after it. We see Frank also getting a bit of a penalty. He must have been going for a little bit wide through the left-hander there. Quick lap is on though. Almost back to his personal best. Having almost staying with Herbert from the ways we expect. Not as quick as I thought though. On the fresher mediums. Now they're doing a very good job to keep it up there. Yeah. I wonder who will be next. Have a vote on who you think the next overtake is going to be. I do think we're going to see Heb close in over the next couple of laps and then potentially start dropping off again towards the end of the race to the tyre wear at Hendo. So this could very well be a Hendo P3 as it stands now. I don't think we'll see Hendo gain. Hang on, let's have a quick look. Yeah, so Hendo needs to gain 12 seconds to beat Finn. A lot of tyre wear, and that over 8 laps, that is more than a second a lap, 1.3 seconds. You're going to struggle. You're not going to get that back in tyre wear. Unless he has a puncture, of course, he would count as tyre wear, but, you know, likely not to be finishing the race in that case. It's harder to drive than you think with a puncture. Alright, Shag! Mono in the chat there. Yo! Yeah, just doing some solo Euro Div 3 comms for the evening. So Marvin getting well out of shape. Thanks for joining us, by the way, dude. Yeah, who do you reckon the next overtake will be, if any? I honestly think we'll see. Let's head drop a little bit. Marvin dropping off a little bit. No, I think that we might be seeing a finish order unless Marvin can continue to stay with Heb. Doing a very good job of doing. He's using a lot of battery to do it. Heb does have more battery now. Marvin is running on the limit. Hendo running with none, as it has been for most of this race. Let's see. But yeah, so it's Finn has used it, trying to stay with Bounding Rune, but if it starts to open up now, I think we can safely say it's not pace, it's his battery. These two have been mega close. Maybe it's 10th or 2 on that, but that and having 10% battery compared to 40 is really going to ruin your chances of that person. You need to be leaving it above 20%. Get off that overtake. All those people that always sit there on it. You need to be saving it, like good old Heb. 38%, solid. And of course, Salt Speed. Oh, yeah! Oh, I'm going into that wall then. A little mini heart attack. Nice and close. Showing us the skills there. Like 90% battery there. These could only dream of. Especially Hendo. So, I think it's safe to say Hendo has secured P3. We're not going to see Heb catch. We might see Marvin catch Heb on track, let alone because of his 3-second penalty. As it stands, he's only 2 tenths behind, and I think we're going to see the gap maybe open up for another 2 or 3 laps, ever so slightly, or maybe just start to level out a bit, and then Marvin will start closing back in, and then if you can maintain this gap, then that is just incredible. That'll be a P5 for Marvin against Hebson and Nissan in the Red Bull. we're not using much battery. I think he's just he knows he's got the penalty. And he sees the interval, and he's just got. I think he may have had a little bit of an incident we didn't see, but he's certainly bringing it home for P6, getting us points on the table. And we're gonna watch everyone go through that chicane and see how everyone takes it next time around. We'll sit on board with our race leader next half a lap or so. He makes his way around to it. Getting a time penalty. That is music to Marvin's ears at the moment. It'll be 6 seconds now. It needs to gain on Marvin. Ooh, a little bit. Touch the wall. I'm not sure if that's lag again. That'll be Marvin getting P4 there. We can stick with him now. Lock up there. I think we might see him. Yes, I'm not sure it's on track. So I'm trying to get a front camera. So you can choose the camera angle. You can choose the cameras. Yeah, I think we're going to see the tyres start to drop off from Heb unless he's, I don't know how he's going to do it. Both on equal battery, but I think, if any, this is the thing to watch right now. Marvin's gap to Heb. Heb has 6 seconds. In fact, let's get that up the screen now. I think we know what everyone's tyres at. 6, 3, 3. Okay. Stands Finn and Franco not set to lose anything, but Marvin certainly set to gain quite a bit on Heb. To be dropped 5 if everything stays like this, but he does only have 1.5 seconds to gain. But the tyres are certainly going to be. Oh no! We've just seen Marvin touch the wall. I don't think that'll be damaged, and he seems to have regained it somewhat. He's only lost a second. It's not too bad. He can still do this. He gets his head down now. He can. No damage. I don't see any tiny end plate hanging off or anything like that. I think he got away with that. We didn't actually hear any knock or anything, which was a bit of a giveaway sometimes. Bounce off a wall, but you don't hear anything. Chances are you don't have damage. Oh no! No! Goes to the commentator. Unlucky Marvin. We're rooting for you there. Heb secures P4 then. It's safe to say, I definitely not getting past Hendo, let alone carrying on to pull 6 seconds on him. As you see the gap from the leader open up a little bit more to Finn. That we could say battery. I mean, Finn may have been pushing, but I think it is a bit pace. Finn doing very well to challenge him today, but Bowden has just been in a class of his own, it seems. So Heb securing P4 then, I would say. See Marvin into the pits. This is going to see Franco through on Marvin. Oh no, Marvin, did he have damage? No, he didn't. He didn't like the tyres. Is he going for the quickest lap? Ah, he's going for the fastest lap. Fair play to him. Who has it at the moment? There you go. About of course, the fresh mediums. I wonder if we can see Marvin take that off him, because that was the hardest at that 33.7 on. Potentially. It's like it's basically a hot lap car now if you can get it right in terms of battery. 35% left, so it's not bad at all. Marvin got another penalty. A penalty. Very unfortunate for him this last lap. I'm sure if he could take it back, he would. Alright, let's have that nosy at everyone through the chicane, shall we, since we've got quite substantial gaps at the moment in the field. So, on a room, taking a bit the first curve, bit the second, nicely planted very quick. Bit of a lock up on the way in there for Finn. A little bit less the second curb than a bounding room. I wouldn't say slower, just a little bit less curb. Still both looked very planted. And then the lock up for Finn. And nice and calm and collected. Similar line to Finn. Storming in there, carrying a lot of speed and taking a lot of curb as well, I might add. That second one for the race run, that is quite risky, but can gain you quite a lot. He's certainly pushing. On all of those tyres will not be doing it any favour at this point. Franco, not as much curve on the first, similar line to Hendo and Finn, but just missing that first apex a little bit more. Well, I say taking the apex, but obviously if you jump the curve, you can save yourself quite a bit of time there. And then Marvin, we didn't quite catch the entry, but it looked very calm and collected. There's a lot of battery pushing. I wonder if he's on his... Let's see what time he can set. .810, so on his best, 32.9 I think. I think the bounding rooms is ridiculous. 31, yep. 32, 1 second slower, lucky there Marvin, that's very unfortunate. Although I think the bounding room just seems to have been a class of his own on this track, I'm not going to lie. Finn coming very close to him this evening. He has done very well to stay with him, but we can all agree we have seen a bounding room pull away. Just put in those times this evening as we start the final lap of the race. The gaps quite large at this point. Everyone kind of in their own race now. I don't think there's much movement that can happen. Where's it going to matter? Position changes. Hendo up 5 races. Solid gains. Heb and Franco both gaining 2 positions each. They will be P4 and P5. I do think anyway. Yes, they will. Penalties will not go into this at all. Gaps begin 20 seconds. Safe to say, you are looking at your finishing order. Oh! A little bit of a last lap drama here as Williams scrapes the wall, takes all the curb, again at the time back. See how Finn does it on his final lap. Nice and calm and collected there, not taking any curb, no risks. Sod that, just wants to bring it home, get his P2. Hendo come round. Hendo could bring it through. First ever. Yes, lovely, lovely. As we see the bounding room come around the final corner, the bounding room wins the Miami Grand Prix. Woo! Lovely. See Finn bring it home, P2, almost, exactly 10 seconds behind the leader, might I add. Interesting. Never seen a bang on time like that. And Hendo bringing it home for a podium in P3. Ednison, very good drive from Head here, getting himself a couple of positions after that spin earlier. Coming through to take P4. Well done, well done. Franco, a well-deserved P5 for his consistency. Always see him, I never see him bending it either. Continues going, team's racing, brings it home for P5. And Marvin, the unfortunate. I'm not quite sure why Marvin pitted at the end there. I think it was to try and steal that fastest lap, but he wasn't able to do it. And he's lost himself a position there. So that is our final finishing order. Well done, guys. Great race to watch that. Finn, that 3-second penalty of ruined that race. Wasn't even track limits. Backed off and just coasting along low. Yeah, Finn, I noticed that. Noticed you had the pace. You were definitely holding your own against the mountain room. But unfortunately, that penalty seems to distract you a little bit, which it would do me. It takes the fire out of it. Because, you know, even if you could catch that person that you're chasing and you're putting everything into, you then need to overtake and pull 3 seconds. Unless, of course, they get a penalty as well, but it can certainly kill you there for sure. As a bounding room takes P1 with the fastest lap, Finn P2, and Hendo P3, Heb P4, Franco P5, Marvin P6, and then Roch and Avon both DNF'd. Right, let's see about getting people in here, eh? So we have one of the 3 so far. I'm not sure if the other 2 will join. We've got 2 of the 3. Just make sure you include your audio, guys. We are missing Finn. I'm not sure if he's going to join us, but we shall start with Hendo.
Hi.
Podium.
Hi.
Fuck yeah, mate.
Yeah.
How was that?
No, not great, but hey.
Podium.
Yeah,
I
but
call
like,
that great.
what, 6 finishers?
You had 5 positions gained.
Yeah, well, I started at the back. I had a little interesting trip over with Roch. I don't know if you saw that. We were going down the back straight and came to the hairpin, and my force feedback decided to cut out just as I went to turn in. So it meant that I kind of went a little bit straight, and he must have.
He kind of turned out of it a little bit, left
Yeah,
room
I mean,
there.
I was on the
saying
brakes.
if that was a send, that was
like,
yeah.
no, it wasn't a send. It was, oh crap, something's wrong. Because if you,
It looked like something was wrong for sure. Like it
like,
you kind of was skidding and
yeah,
trying to.
I just shoved my foot straight on, like foot flat on the brakes, and if you steer into the corner a bit, I don't know. If I had gone straight, I was gonna hit him, so that's why I steered to the left.
Exactly.
Because then at least he can see. Yeah, at least he can see you then and steer out of it a little bit just to.
How come you let off for so long though? Because you went to the inside, you kind of gave him that back as a way of saying sorry.
Oh well, I then had to reset the wheel.
I see.
Well, not reset the wheel.
But yeah, quickly
get the force feedback.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I got out of the way and then I pressed the home button. Yeah, and then we had I pitted just like the lap before we had the safety car, so that kind of screwed me over.
Well, the safety car. I don't know. The safety car kind of helped. I think.
It brought me back in,
to pit
but like
under the safety car.
if you went from hards to medium, it was a lot more beneficial than. I mean, we all we did one stop, but yeah, it was better to go from hards to medium than from medium to hard. I was if we had gone round again, I was going to go in at the end of that lap and jump onto the softs.
Mhm.
But
I think Marvin did. I think Marvin had enough. But,
yeah, no,
yeah,
literally, like on that safety car though, like I would have only just done the safety car on the hards, and then
mhm.
at
Yeah,
that lap when it said safety car coming in, I was literally just about. It was like, if it doesn't say safety car coming in, I'm gonna come in and jump on the softs and try and take them to the end. But
well, happy to see your return to the podium, dude. Well done.
yeah.
Some decent points for you today. Um, on to Finn then. At P2. Make sure you've included your audio, Finn.
I have,
How was
yeah,
that for you?
Oh, wonderful. I hate Miami.
Oh,
That is
God. You
like
didn't
one of
like
my
it?
worst tracks. I raced in Division 2 last night and had an absolute nightmare. So
Mm,
just a bit of
sorry
luck
for that.
tonight, I think, more than anything.
Yeah. Well, it seemed like you had the pace at one point to certainly stay with it, Bounding Room. It's a shame, like, once you got that penalty, you seemed to drop off a little bit
Oh,
afterwards. And
that
obviously,
that warning, it was like I still had a wheel and a half on track, and it just went, oh, track limits. Like, what?
yeah.
I've been across the same bit so many times. It was just like, nah, here you go, have a penalty. I was like, oh, thanks. I love this game.
Great racing, dude. We've got Imola next week. How are you feeling about that?
Imola next week, I won't be racing because I am going on holiday Monday, so
I see.
I will
Well,
miss next week, unfortunately, which sucks.
oh, well,
So, I like
no
Imola,
worries.
good track.
Hope you enjoy your holiday. Yeah, exactly. Instead, the tracks start getting awesome now. Did
Yeah,
all the worst tracks first just so we can have all the awesome tracks. No, I didn't. But yeah, in my opinion, they start getting a lot better.
oh,
Great race, dude. It was fun to. It was certainly fun to watch the Perriers
yeah.
up front.
I reckon we were gonna have quite a good battle there.
Yeah.
Like the hards take a little while to get going. Once you got them going, we were sort of
Mm,
matching each other. Um,
yeah.
my setup, I've tweaked my setup, so I had a setup very similar to a bounding room where it's quite quick in a straight line,
Mhm.
but slower in the sort of, the curvy sectors. But I tweaked it a little bit before I started racing, and now it's a lot quicker through like sector 1, the middle part of sector 2, but on the straights just get left for dead, to be honest. So
Yeah, of
yeah, I was
course.
just trying to
So
find a balance.
yeah, of course. So you use a lot of battery. Like, the boundary room was able to save quite a lot of battery. And on the first attack before the safety car, like near the start of the race, that was your issue in terms of like you dropped off a little bit from boundary room. But the second time round, we noticed like you didn't use it all, and you managed to stay with him. And then it
Yeah,
was only like just like later on when he just started to pull away a tiny bit. It was really good racing, dude. It's fun to watch.
it was. Yeah, I enjoyed that.
Well, congrats on P2, dude.
Thank you very
Um,
much.
We'll move on to our race winner then, Abounding Room.
Hello.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hello. How
Yeah.
was that?
That was a good race. I enjoyed it. Very good race. It was very
Good.
very controlled, I thought. I didn't want to
Yeah,
panic
yeah.
and run out of ERS or
Not
something.
many,
So,
not many overtakes then.
yeah. Well, not one.
Starting from pole.
Yeah.
Well, clean race there, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
No mistakes, just bringing it home and securing the win.
Yeah.
Securing
Well, the
some
fact I
very
didn't
decent
race in the
points.
first two races, so I know I had to get maximum points. So
There you go. You brought it back. Yeah. I'm sure Marvin will be happy for you there. And James. Yeah. Well, awesome,
Yep.
dude. Well, how are you feeling about Imola next week?
apart from the first couple corners, the chicanes, other than that, I'm alright. So I need a bit of practice, but yeah.
I think we'll all be putting in practice for that. I struggled to practice for this. I found it quite difficult.
Yeah.
Tricky track, and just the will to do this track. It's not one of my favourites. I'm not sure how you feel about it.
I've hardly even played the game, to be honest. So
It's a new track for
yeah,
you then, isn't it?
yeah,
You don't
exactly.
mind it.
Literally jumped on last week and I missed Monaco by a couple of minutes. So I was like, well, I'll
Oh
practice
yeah,
this week.
I remember seeing
Yeah.
in the chat. Yeah, that was unfortunate, that dude. I'll
Yeah.
see you next week then, man.
Yeah, see you next week.
Great racing, and thanks very much for everyone for racing. I think we're going to wrap it up there. Thanks for joining us.